Kendra Edwards, and welcome to the Cardon Resource Hub. And I'm excited to have Danielle with us today, and we're going to talk about open enrollment. So, Danielle, with open enrollment, when is it, and what am I required to do during that time?
Yeah, so Medicare open enrollment happens every year from October 15th through December 7th. And actually, from a requirement perspective, if you're happy with what you have, you're not required to make any changes at all. However, it is a great opportunity to look at some different options. So, changes that you can make are looking at things like traditional Medicare or what they call original Medicare versus Medicare Advantage plans that are available to you. It's a great opportunity to look at your Part D coverage for your prescription medications, and then also an opportunity to look at Medigap insurance or supplemental insurance plans that will help cover things that copays and percentage costs that maybe Medicare does not currently cover.
Well, I know when it's open enrollment time, you start to really see a lot of advertisements. That you just get bombarded with all of it. And I've seen a lot about dual eligible D-SNP plans. Will you tell us a little bit what that covers and what that means to the layman like me?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different types of what Medicare calls special needs plans. So those are going to be Medicare Advantage plans that are available in the market. Specifically, the D-SNP plans are called dual eligible special needs plans, and those are for beneficiaries who are eligible for Medicare A and B, and also have Medicaid as an insurance as well. So these plans are great for folks living in the community that offer coordinated benefits between Medicare services and Medicaid, but offer some supplemental benefits that are maybe not currently covered under that traditional or original Medicare. Specifically, all the plans are different, but you usually see things like dental, vision, podiatry, hearing benefits. There's a lot of plans that offer additional grocery and utilities support, exercise programs. So they're really great options that are out there to add some additional benefits and services that may not be available under that original Medicare. Another one that I wanted to mention too, is for folks living in nursing facilities. There's also a special needs plan called an ISNP. So it's an institutional plan. So again, very similar to that dual eligible where they offer extra benefits, but it's partnered with a specific nursing facility. So if your loved one is in one of those facilities, that has those programs, they may offer some additional resources as well as some clinical support on top of what's already offered as well.
Danielle, what types of things do you think a senior or anyone should focus on when they're looking at all of the Medicare options and Advantage plans and so many things out there? What types of things should they focus on?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, it's going to be finding what covers your individual needs. Obviously, we don't have a crystal ball and see into the future of what needs might happen, but looking at where we are today and what needs you have, what providers that you're currently seeing, what prescription coverage that you need, maybe even your financial situation. If it's a fixed income situation, sometimes there's plans that are really beneficial in those areas as well. And so it's really great opportunity to just look at all kinds of different options to fit, specifically what you're needing. And then also, I think, even if you're not going to make a change on your overall Medicare, it's a great time to look at Part D coverage. Those things are changing. Medication costs are always changing. So it's a good opportunity to just see what's available and out there in your area.
One size definitely doesn't fit all, for
Correct.
sure. And then, so when we go into it, can you change every year, Danielle? Is it something you pick a plan one year and you can make a change the next year?
You can. So that's what's the great thing about open enrollment is, as I mentioned before, if you're happy with what you have, it's something that you don't have to make a change for. However, I always encourage people to just look and see, because again, benefits change every year. So something that may have fit you a year ago, needs might have changed, or financial situation might have changed, or you may be living in a nursing facility now. So having an opportunity to look at this every single year is a great option. With the special needs plans that we talked about, so those D-SNPs and I-SNPs, there actually is criteria with those that you don't have to wait for open enrollment. So those offer a little bit more flexibility throughout the year to make changes as well. So even though we're talking open enrollment today, if your needs change or your living situation changes, there's great opportunities to look at what fits best for your current needs or your loved one's current needs.
That's great. So if you're a married couple, you can have two totally separate plans, right? That best meets each individual's needs. You don't have to be on the same plan, the same carrier, all of that, right?
Correct. Correct. And so that's what's really great. If we see a lot of folks still with retirement plans. And so you may have a retirement plan that your spouse is on or maybe not on. So you definitely can have flexibility with those types of plans. And then also with looking in the nursing facility setting, and pathways with our Medicaid residents. There's a whole branch on the Medicaid side with pathways now that changed earlier last year. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan that you're signed up for now, and you have a pathways plan through a different provider, those will be moving towards alignment, meaning they will be through the same insurance company starting in 2026. So it's also a great time right now to be looking at, does it make sense, the current plan that you're on? Are you happy with the pathways provider, and opening those things? Because we do have a lot of spouses that may be changing plans as well through that as 2026 comes.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. And I know we'll put a link in with some other additional resources online that people can go to and get more information. So I really appreciate your time today, Danielle. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll finish up with Medicare.gov, or 1-800-Medicare are two great resources that really any of the options that we talked about today will be available to you.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.